One, two, three.
Hannah
Hannah
Montana.
Montana episode. Say
Say
what? I really hope that that caught on that caught into our mics. It's our first episode. Well, our first actual episode, Wesley. How are you
yes.
feeling?
So exciting.
It's so exciting. In fact, I think I could. Oh, what's the? I could say that it's maybe it's a. Oh gosh, never mind. I was gonna do something weird, and I it did not work in my brain like I thought it was.
Okay.
But the sweet niblets, Wesley. We're
Yeah.
talking about
Sweet
Hannah
niblets.
Montana, and you have the Starbucks drink. I
Yes.
thought that they would have
I
like
have
discontinued
I
it.
have that spiked with vodka,
There's a vodka.
which
Mm,
I'm not a fan of vodka, but I like it more in a mixed drink.
yeah, and today I don't have my Sprite, but I have um uh, 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 homemade tea in a Sprite bottle
All right.
because we like to reuse things in this house.
Reduce,
Um,
recycle.
And what are you guys, our lovely listeners, drinking? Because this is not a actual bar where we serve drinks. Obviously, we're serving nostalgia. So,
Yes.
so what we're serving today is post the 20th anniversary. We both wanted to talk about one of our favorite I one of our favorite shows on Disney Channel, and I think it was like my top maybe top it was definitely in my top three. I for a long time I think it was in my top my number one. What
Yes.
what do you think, Wesley?
For me,
What
it
was
was definitely in like the top three for me.
yeah,
Absolutely. 'Cause it's
yeah,
just iconic.
this iconic, and we're going to talk about that iconic today. We're going to start off with how it even came about.
Right.
Hannah Montana, it originally premiered in 2006,
Hmm.
just a couple months at a couple months to a year or so. Oh, no, no, a couple months after High School Musical premiered, and it ran with only 98 episodes within its 4 year run, which is insane because it feels
Yeah.
like it was a lot more.
Hmm.
Um, it aired from 2006 to 2010. It was the most financially successful Disney Channel TV show. Yet it never won an Emmy, which I think is weird. Like Wizards won way more Emmys, and that came like 3 years after. It's so weird.
Interesting.
Interesting, right? But it definitely won the hearts of kids like us, and even developing LGBTQ kids at the time who were trying to get into their own space of living. Um, and it obviously starred the iconic I was about to say Miley Stewart, Miley Cyrus, Miley
Yes.
Cyrus, and her dad, Billy Ray. Oh my gosh, I'm confusing all the names. Billy, Billy Ray, Billy Ray Cyrus, and Emily Osment, Matthew Nichol, Jason Earls, and so many more. Um, it like I said, it ran for for 4 seasons, but in between season one and two and three and four, we had two movies, uh, the concert and
Yeah.
the actual movie. Um, my gosh, it was it the show itself was originally developed by a man named Michael Poyes, and he also developed That's a Raven and was a writer on Saved by the Bell. Whew, wow. And even 20 years later, even as Miley grew up and she matured, the fans have only grown up with her. We have grown up with her, and now there is a 20th anniversary special that dropped a couple weeks ago now. Um, and it had the show itself had just emerged and just amassed so much success that it had a clothing line, several clothing lines, including one that stopped because of Miley's branching out as, of being an adult. Um,
Yeah.
it amassed clothing lines, DVDs, books, music, all the CDs. Both Miley and Miley Stewart, Hannah Montana had both. Several toys, a lot of which I had. Video games, including Nintendo games, a lot of Nintendo games, and a very rare but a really cute Soul console where it only had one video game on it, and that's all you could play. But you were playing as Miley through like her whole week as Hannah.
Wow.
I also had that. It was so much fun.
Nice.
Um, and the show ended in 2010. And the reason why it ended, it's kind of up in the air with rumors. There's the biggest reason I could probably find is because of the Disney's tax break revolving doors situation where they only actually greenlit 3 seasons for a show and then revamped the next season as his own show. So that's why if you guys look on Disney Plus, or not Disney Plus, because I checked, but like on the internet and also on the DVDs, not the DVDs, the CDs. There's uh, uh Hannah Montana, but there's also Hannah Montana from Forever. Hannah Montana Forever was season 4, and technically that only had one season, and surprisingly that only had 15 episodes.
15.
Right? Only had 15 episodes.
Strange.
The rest of them had like 20. But season 4 only had 15.
That feels very like they cut it short.
They did, and
Strange.
it from what I learned on Jason Earl's podcast that he's doing right now. Apparently they got picked up for they 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 wanted to either they had a planned out exit strategy that they wanted to do, and then Disney said, "Hey, actually, we want you to have more episodes." So I think it was actually supposed to be shorter than
Yeah.
15, and then they had like more time, more episodes to stretch. That was the other way around, where they wanted more time, and they said, "No, you only get 15," something like that. Either way,
Mm.
it it ended with Miley going to college and leaving Hannah behind, which that's apt. that's
Yeah.
that's apt. Um, yeah. So, um, ooh, so much to talk about. So where are they now? We know where Miley and her dad are. They never left. They're going to be in the pop culture sphere forever. Um, but their co-stars are all over the map, as we said. As I said before, Jason Rose is right now doing a podcast of his own. He actually has a movie coming out, which I have no idea when, or where it's coming out. Um,
Yeah.
Emily Osment, she's in a show, a young Sheldon spinoff called Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage. Um, uh, Mitchell Musso is still doing his music thing, and might be still in the new version of Phineas and Ferb. I'm not sure. I
Yeah.
haven't really. He is okay. I didn't really like check that.
Or I didn't know,
Hmm?
but I remember he was. I remember he did Phineas and Ferb back in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
2000s.
He did do it, and then he got fired at Disney years ago. So I don't know if they brought him back. Moises Arias, he's in this little known Amazon Plus TV show called, called Fallout, and he's apparently one of the main stars. I never watched Fallout, so I had no idea about that until I was doing research. And Cody Lindley, or Jake Ryan, he has not been in anything since Sharknado 5 in 2017.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you know that there was going to be a spin-off prequel around Robbie Ray?
No.
Yep. In in 2020 when it was pitched. It was going there was going to be a Robbie Ray prequel.
Wow. Bad year to pitch anything.
What a year to even try to do anything, let
Right.
alone pitch it. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, it felt like I was going really fast, but like that's because we have so much to talk about with this
Yeah.
show. It's like so much. Also, let's give a hand for your shirt. We love it. The Hannah
Yes.
Montana shirt, people. We
It
love
just
it.
came out today.
We love it. I have,
But,
you know what? I used to have a Hannah Montana shirt and it ripped, and I had to throw it away.
ah,
I know, but you know, Hannah has been revived just like yesterday's Lord and Savior. She has
yes.
been revived. She has resurrected, so I
You
can
know
get a
what
shirt
you're doing.
somewhere. Uh, this show is amazing, amazing. Where do you want to start? Pop culture discussion? Talk about the
Yes.
TV show? What do you want to talk?
Um, let's discuss pop culture
Okay,
since you gave a history of the
right.
show, how
Yeah.
it began, how successful it was.
Hmm.
And now I can give the pop culture side of things and just further emphasize how like important, how impactful this show was for fans of generations.
Yes.
So Selena Gomez said it best in the recent uh,
Anniversary special?
anniversary special. I was thinking reboot, but no,
No, no, we don't need any
not
more reboot.
unfortunately or fortunately, but we'll get into
We'll
that.
get into that.
But she said it best to Miley, "You created culture, babe,"
Yes.
and she did. She really created culture. She Hannah Montana was a show for every generation with guest stars like Dolly Parton, The Rock, etc. Jonas Brothers, but that was kind of still more our generation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Vicki Lawrence, who was a mama in Mama's Family, which was like a spin-off of a Carol Burnett show. Like
oh yeah,
who thought, hey, let's give the mom the woman who played Carol Burnett's mom a spot on this Disney Channel show.
yeah,
Like that's so out of the box, but
yeah,
go,
big
go ahead.
brain. So, but yeah, it was a show for every generation with its guest stars. My grandparents especially loved Dolly Parton. Like I used to watch it whenever I go to my grandparents' house with my sister,
Hmm.
and they started to get like into it when they realized Dolly was kind of I don't think she was a regular character, but she would come on like occasionally to
Yeah,
guest star. as like Miley's grandma,
Aunt.
aunt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's been 20
It's
years.
been 20 years, you guys.
Oh man. Um, there were contests in different cities and towns to win concert tickets when she eventually was successful enough to go on a tour.
Yes, which you
Um,
went to, by the way.
yes, I did go to the concert. I wish
Mm-hmm.
I documented it, but I did not have a phone at 6 years old, like a lot of these kids today do.
Right.
So,
Oh. Mm-mm-mm.
yeah. But there were karaoke contests, there were dads racing in heels to potentially win tickets for
Yes.
their daughters.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and this, I'm going to make this argument that Hannah was as big as Taylor Swift before Taylor Swift was ever big.
I'm going to make this argument. Hannah walked so Taylor could run.
Yes, I have to agree on that.
Yes, because we
Uh,
literally would not have Taylor if we didn't have Miley and Hannah.
exactly. Exactly. Um, but yeah, she was as big as Taylor Swift because when the Eras tour was a thing, like that sold, they like outsold tickets, outsold cities. People were like outside those concerts without a ticket, still to like
Mhm.
want to listen to it at least.
Yeah, insane.
And that was kind of the same thing for Hannah.
Yeah.
It was the demand to see Hannah in concert was huge, and I think as huge as Taylor Swift's
Mm-hmm.
Eras tour was.
Mm-hmm.
And then here I have a quote from the Walt Disney Company
Ooh.
to circle back to the 20th anniversary special. 2 decades later, Hannah Montana still owns the spotlight as a defining cultural icon, proved by this week's celebration with the Hannah Montana 20th anniversary special, driving 6.3 billion views on Disney Plus and Hulu after 3 days of streaming, which is a big number. I mean, I don't know numbers. I'm bad at math, but those are big numbers.
I don't
And
math, but I want that in cash.
yes, same. And the celebration of the anniversary also drove nearly 1,000% increase in viewing of the Hannah Montana catalog this past week,
Mm-hmm.
which I am of that percentage because I watched it leading up to the special on Disney Plus.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so it's still just as successful as it was back in the 2000s when it started.
Mm-hmm. And I do wonder how much. Actually, I do wonder how much of um Miley's own, just like as her person, just like as a person, revived that because she had
Yeah.
a whole other life post Hannah
Hmm.
that where she was always in the tabloids for something. She was always doing
Yeah.
something, always getting married, kind
Right.
of to this one guy. It's just like always back and forth, and then she kind of just like let go of all of it, and then she came out with Flowers first, and then
I think
Younger, or and then
I think it was
um
I think it was you. Let's forget
Okay.
discography.
Yeah, yeah, I forgot what it's called. But somewhere around like the last 3 years, Miley herself has had a resurgence,
Hmm.
and I wonder how much that also brought back a Hannah resurgence
Yeah.
as well.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it's
It was Flowers, she wrote.
what's Flowers. Okay, yeah, yeah. So along with Flowers, and then just along with just post COVID meme culture
Yeah.
where nostalgia really ramped up
Yes.
to filter into our comedy, just our own comfort
Hmm.
and just release of just what. crap show this world is and has been for the last almost decade, or has been for a decade. It's
Mm.
just it just like kind of feeds into itself, and a lot of that was like, hey, remember when you were stuck on your fourth grade mm, 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 biology uh, 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 homework or test, and you had to memorize the Bone song in order
Yeah.
for you to remember. And
Mm.
I can attest to that because I that was the only way that I got through my fourth grade biology test.
Right.
So like, do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a lot of this stuff just came back, and I think this special like came at like the best time ever.
Hmm.
Mhm. So let's talk about the songs, huh? Let's talk
Yeah. The music.
about the songs. It's name you can choose top five or top three. Which one?
Ooh. How about three?
Three. Okay.
I
What
think three's
are your top three?
my top three. Let me write this down. Hopefully. Oh, I only wrote two. What the heck?
Oh, Wesley.
Okay, I actually have one I can
Okay,
put
good.
in. Um, uh, okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Top three. Go.
Okay, so number three, Ordinary Girl, just for the nostalgia. I mean, was that season four
Yeah.
of Ordinary Girl?
Hmm.
Okay, because that's yeah, it's a good like reflection song, I think,
Yeah.
of just like, and also just a bit relatable. Like, I'm just a girl. Sometimes I'm lazy. Sometimes I'm bored. Wish you could see what was underneath me though. There's more to me than just what's on the outside.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
like that song.
Hmm.
Number two, The Climb.
Hmm.
I really love The Climb. Because again, it was this one was in the movie, which I saw in theaters.
Hmm.
I probably like cried to that when I saw it in theaters. So I thought like, no, Hannah's over. Like after this movie, like that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, because we didn't know if it was coming back. I don't think they actually announced there was a season three
that's
when it
right.
came out.
And and in the movie, like, there's this whole thing where she like reveals her secret. There's that
Yeah.
revolving door thing.
Which
That
then okay, we'll talk about the movie. We'll
yeah.
talk about the movie.
Anyways, The Climb, great song.
Mhm.
And then number one, something controversial yet brave, I believe.
Mhm.
Nobody's perfect.
Is that controversial though?
I think people may have mixed feelings as it being a number one for me.
Oh, I don't think so. I think people are going to agree with you.
Yeah,
People are going to agree with you.
I think I also just think Nobody's Perfect was like the first Hannah song that I was like obsessed with. Like I remember I would listen to it like on the bus on my iPod, just like jamming, like on my way
Um,
from school.
I love that. I love that. Um,
So now what's your top three?
my, my top three. Number three is um. This one might be this one. It's a controversial, but it is like a really um. He could be the one. He could be the
Okay.
one. It's just it's always in my brain. Even when
Yeah.
I'm not thinking about it, it's
It's a
just
catchy
always in my brain. It's a really catchy one. It's a really
one.
catchy one. So like that one's just it's just always in my brain.
Yeah.
Number two, it is it is Rockstar,
Okay.
and that I feel like for season I think that came out for season three. That song was just always attached to an ad. So that was
Mm,
like, and back then I didn't really have like iPod or like I didn't really use YouTube for music at the
yeah.
time. So like these ads were like the only really way that I had to actually listen to the songs when I wasn't watching the show.
Yeah.
And just Rockstar just still has a chokehold on me. I love
Mhm.
that song so much. Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
I was
and
listening to Rockstar on my way from work, and I was just like, yeah, this slaps.
it slaps. It's a banger. It's
It's a
a banger.
banger.
It is. It will never die. It is a banger.
Hmm.
The other
Yeah.
banger that is my number one is "Don't Want to Be Torn."
Don't want to be torn.
Don't want to be torn. I think it's the most underrated Hannah song,
Yeah.
and it has all the emotion in it. It has this
Hmm.
like really grounded realness of
Okay.
like when I don't know if you ever had this happen to you, Wesley, but growing up, I was really like into the idea of love because I I was raised by these TV shows with these girls of
Right.
falling in love, so
Yeah.
I'm like with them being like, yeah, I don't want to be torn either.
Right.
I don't know who I would want to choose. It's like,
Yeah.
and also in that same vein, Twilight was being like a huge thing.
That's
I
right.
was, I think I was the only girl who did not like Twilight, but
Hmm.
I could still resonate with that. Yeah, I don't know who I want, who I would choose. I mean,
Yeah.
between the guys that she had to choose, I know who I would choose. But but just in the concept of yeah, I don't want to be torn either.
Yeah.
I don't want to be torn.
Yeah.
Why do I have to make these
Be like,
decisions? So like yeah. Related to that idea though, who would you have picked? Jake or Jesse?
Jake or Jesse?
Hmm.
Ooh. I feel like, hmm, that's tough because I'd love to date a movie star,
Uh-huh.
but I'd also like to date a musician.
Right.
But I think, hmm, I feel like Jesse.
Same.
Jesse, just because I think I like music more than I do movies.
Hmm.
And
I
I think
don't.
it could be more
But
fun.
Jake was a two-time cheating man.
Yeah, that too.
Which
Mhm.
I found out something about that. So apparently that wasn't supposed to happen. But because Cody Lindley apparently got in trouble with Disney,
Oh,
because apparently peoples apparently Cody Lindley was actually supposed to be in the movie Starstruck, and he was originally going to play the character that Sterling Knight later played.
oh,
And then around the same time was when the last season of Hannah was coming out,
hmm,
and apparently he had his own like tabloid problem of like drinking and stuff, or partying too much or something,
yeah,
and he got in trouble with Disney, and then was fired
oh,
from both Hannah and Starstruck. So apparently that's where the cheating thing came out, and that was like their cover up of, oh, this is why Jesse's no longer, or Jake is no longer in the show
that's
because
so
Miley broke up with him.
interesting. Because he did kind of just disappear, didn't he?
He did just disappear, which is why
Yeah,
when all the all the promo for the special came out, and they were like, and Cody Lindley. I'm like, wasn't he only in like 2 seasons? But I
right.
didn't know he was actually in season two. I'd forgotten all
Yeah.
about that.
Oh,
He was actually in there much longer. He was just a recurring.
yeah. That's right. I did not know that.
I didn't know that either until a couple days ago.
Yeah. Hmm.
Interesting, right?
That is interesting. Hmm.
So, what are you thinking?
I don't know. Like I never knew that he was in trouble with Disney.
Apparently,
Hmm. He really upset the mouse there.
I mean, he was not the first nor the last. He was
Right.
not the
There's
first or
been
the last.
others.
In Hannah show, Lord, he was not the last.
Yeah.
Um, oh my gosh. So, oh my gosh, the music was just amazing. And then,
Yes.
oh, you want to talk about the concert?
Yes. The
The,
concert.
the concert movie there,
Yeah.
which we both saw that in the theater.
Hmm.
How rabid was your audience that for this
Ours,
video?
I'm pretty sure it was like a full house.
So
And did you? I don't know if this was ever even an option back in the day, but did you see it in 3D?
it was an option. I don't do 3D, and it was probably
Okay.
way too expensive even then.
Yeah.
But I did have when we got the DVD, it was an option
Hmm.
because that was a thing.
Me too. I also had the
Yeah,
DVD.
yeah. So
But yeah.
the three the 3D glasses
Mhm.
was in the case, and I never used them because I
Yeah.
don't like 3D. But that was an option, and we did not do that.
Hmm. I saw it in 3D in theaters. I don't know if I would today because I can't do 3D.
No,
It's
it's
just like when I see a movie, I like to just like be immersed, but not so immersed that I'm
right,
burning my eyeballs.
right, and plus it gives you like instant headaches. Like I don't
Hmm.
want that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I saw Coraline like that, and I saw the Jim Carrey Christmas Carol like that. And if you've
Hmm.
seen that movie, you know how scary for kids that movie is. I
Yeah.
had nightmares
Uh huh.
with the 3D for it. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Not today, buddy.
No.
Not in today's age. But
No.
no, for Hannah, I did not.
Yeah. Ugh.
I I just remember me being just in a sea of other 7 to 12-year-old girls just having the best time of our life.
Mhm.
Like you know, we were like the nicer version and more the like happy kitty version of the chicken jockey Minecraft thing. That
Yes.
was us.
Hmm.
I'm sure the the movie among custodians hated us.
Yes.
We were singing along, we were dancing, we were throwing popcorn in the air and getting yelled at our mothers. We
Yeah.
were just having the best time.
Yes.
And I remember when the Jonas Brothers part
Yeah.
came out, and all the girls just going crazy, and me
Mhm.
being like, "Cool, can Hannah come back out again?"
Right.
Not that I don't like the Jonas Brothers, they're
Of
fine,
course.
but
Yeah.
like, but I'm just like, I'm here for Miley and Hannah. Sorry,
Yeah.
boys.
Right. Where's Miley? Where's
Where's
Hannah?
Miley? Constant Miley.
Get her out here.
Get out here. Get out here. My mother did not pay $30 for me and my friends to go and see this movie without seeing you for the whole time.
Hmm.
Ew. And then okay, to get into the TV show part,
Yeah.
I have a controversial take that I'm sure will
Okay.
get me canceled.
All right.
Raven walked so Miley could run, and Miley sprinted while Raven tripped.
Hmm.
That phrase may like explode some people's minds and also confuse them because why am I
Yeah.
comparing them? I'm
Right.
comparing them because people compare them. People
Hmm.
can compare those two TV shows, one like they're the same. The only way that they're the same is because they were created by the same guy,
Yeah.
and because of that, there's like some comedy flows that are similar. But I feel like Hannah Montana's the better show.
I think
Please don't
so.
come for me. Please don't come for me. Please. If you are a Raven fan and and a Raven TV show connoisseur, do not come for me because I may be a little biased.
Hmm.
Because I feel like when we were actually like conscious of these shows, Raven was on its last season.
Right.
So we had reruns of the other seasons. We had
Yeah.
Hannah. So for me, because people keep comparing them and like Raven's always first on the Disney Mount Rushmore, which she should be. But
Yes, she should.
I feel like when people compare them, I'm like, that's comparing apples to oranges.
Yeah.
But also within that tree, they somehow share the same branch. So it's like
Right.
I I feel like I kind of want I just want the whole notion of Raven is better than all of the other Disney shows to just
Hmm.
end because it's not.
Yeah.
Hannah isn't even like the best of all the shows, but it's a better.
Right.
It's
Just
compare
better.
if you want to compare those two, Hannah is better. It's it's just better. It's just better.
Yeah. I think
Ooh,
Hannah is also. I think it's the best in terms of marketing compared to Raven,
yes.
because there was the music, there was the clothes, the dolls,
Mhm.
the tour. Like you could have like a pop star character easily go on tour,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then
And hmm,
what was Raven? A
uh,
psychic
a
and fashion
psychic
designer.
fashion designer.
Okay,
A psychic fashion designer.
very specific.
Very specific. And also to Raven's credit, she was also in Cheetah Girls at the time, so she was doing
Yes.
double duty. And like Hannah, Cheetah Girls
Yeah.
walk so Miley could run,
Yes.
and that works so much better. We're
Hmm.
going to have our own Cheetah Girls discussion much later because we both
Yes.
of us have a controversial take on that.
Mm.
But it's but I in the concept of like comparing the two, we should more be saying like Cheetah Girls and Montana are like in the same boat then then that's a Raven and Hannah Montana are in the same boat.
Yeah.
But with that being said, Hannah as a show concept is magnificently ingenious. It's
Hmm.
also, I think, our version of Gem and the holograms,
Yeah.
and that's probably
Very
why it
that.
also went did well because that concept of like this this regular girl is also a pop star that's been done and tested well with younger audiences is going to work every time you do it.
Yeah.
Uh, at least it should work every time you do it.
Hmm.
And just with the comedy, My, Miley Cyrus actually is like such an underrated actress,
Yeah. And
and
she's had no acting experience
she has
at
no
the
acting experience.
beginning.
She's just naturally funny.
Yeah. Which
Just
really shocked me to find out because she's just so just a natural talent.
Yeah. Do you remember the Teenage Notebook movie she did? At least that's what it felt like to me. It's what the
Wait,
when I look at you
the
came
last
from.
song.
The last song. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
The only way I could like understand what was happening was I was like, okay, this is like a teenage the Notebook.
yeah.
Even though it probably wasn't because I never actually watched the movie. I just remember the trailers and being like, I
Hmm.
don't want to watch it, but I like that song.
Yeah.
And yeah, this the show itself, it a lot of the plot lines actually were so relatable.
Yeah, they were.
What what comes to your mind when I say like it that they were like relatable?
Ooh. Hmm. I may need to add the silence out because I need to think for like a good minute
Uh,
about episodes.
uh,
Um, hmm. I feel like as a boy growing up, any of
yeah,
the ones where like Oliver was like, where Jackson was trying to like get with a girl and
yeah,
like trying to like scheme their way to get a girl.
girl, yeah,
Even though today I wouldn't, I play for another team. For those who don't know me,
yes.
but growing up, I was trying to fit into that box of like, I am a boy, I need a girlfriend kind
Hmm.
of thing.
You think? Say, I think. No, yeah, and I brought that up because I was watching some scene packs, and I had forgotten about this one episode plot line where Lily and where Lily has a crush on Jackson.
Oh yeah,
And if you remember the crazy thing about Jason Earls
right.
and have that in your brain throughout this whole
Yeah,
episode, you are constantly wondering how old is Emily Osment at this point?
yeah. That was weird to do.
Yeah. If for anyone who somehow does not know, Jason Earls at the start of the show was 28. He lied and said he was 16 because he has a baby
Mhm.
face. I think I think now he's grown beautifully into his 48-year-old face. But at
Yeah.
the time, at the time he was 28 looking like a baby.
Hmm.
And it went through for 4 years, and which is why on the show once they figure that out, they realize we can't actually have him with anyone.
Right.
Because we're always going to at least attempt to have actual teenage girls on the show.
Hmm.
Which is why, okay, I don't know if you listened to the most recent podcast episode he did with the girl who played Tracy
Yes.
Bannon. Oh,
I would say that.
Hiromi, Hiromi something, Hiromi,
Um,
Hiromi something,
yeah.
Hiromi. We're just gonna call her Hiromi,
Hmm.
or
I could Google what
Hiromi.
her name was.
Okay, you can Google it.
Yeah.
Um, when she auditioned, she did the exact same thing, and she was 26 or 27 on her first episode, playing 16.
It was Romy Danes,
Daniels.
sometimes credited as Hiromi Danes. So you're kind of right,
Hiromi Danes.
Hiromi.
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah. I knew it was Hiromi. I knew that. I just forgot her last name. Hiromi
Yeah.
Danes. And yeah, and she did the exact same thing where she lied about her age. She was
Hmm.
26 or 27 at the time of her first episode, and she was playing 16, which is funny because there is a small subplot in one of the episodes where her and Jackson do flirt. I'm just like,
Yeah.
could have had that right there.
Yeah, and
Could
it
have had
doesn't
that
go
right
any
there.
further than just flirting.
Right. And I get it because they didn't want Jackson to be in Miley's orbit.
Hmm.
'Cause he's supposed to be the one person in her life who just does not give a who just does not give a shit. But
Yeah, he's always in like the B plot mostly for the
mhm.
show in terms of pacing and all that.
Yeah, which actually works well with Moisari's character,
Hmm.
um, Rico. And looking back at those episodes, I did not actually realize how much of a baby Moises Arias is. He's so
Yes,
small,
so small,
and
which
and like,
works with
huh?
Jackson because there's like that height difference, so it can make for more like funny comedy
Yeah,
stuff or physical comedy rather.
yeah, and it's great. And because we were so young, he seemed just so much older,
Yeah,
right?
because we were so
It's-
young.
huh?
Because we were also so young.
Yeah, yeah, I just remember thinking like, okay, if I'm like 8, he's like 14. He was actually like 11,
Yeah,
11 or 12, and I'm like, wow,
and
really?
his character just seemed very mature acting.
Yes,
Hmm.
yes, and I feel like that could just be blanketed to all of the kid cast in the show, where
Yeah,
it's just everyone is just so mature, and especially because uh, Emily and Mitchell, they already had careers before Hannah.
yes.
It was like a level up type of thing.
Hmm.
Again, Miley, which is why just watching them all act at the same time, like you don't see you don't see the difference between all three of them.
Yeah,
It's just so good.
yeah.
Um, oh my gosh! And then let's talk about the weird thing with the movie where they ended it with her showing the world, showing
Yeah,
her
the
state
secret. Hmm.
that she is a different person. She's a different person, and
Yeah,
somehow that never that somehow the whole town said, "Well, keep your secret."
right.
Like,
There had to have been just one in that crowd that was like, I'm telling
right?
the world.
Just like, yeah, right, kid. Yeah, no,
Like
I'm
where was
sending this
that
to
guy?
NBC right now. Like, no.
Like where was that guy that was there to kind of like try and like get the scoop on Hannah?
Yeah, I
Like
don't
where was he?
know.
What happened to him?
I kind of remember there being like a weird chase scene where
Yeah.
they like chase him off out of the town.
What
Like,
the hell was his name?
I have no idea. I have no idea. Funny enough, it
Uh,
never actually occurred to me to actually watch the movie again.
right.
but but yeah, just which is so which is why when she does it again in the first or second episode of season 4,
Hmm.
were you also like confused of like, I thought we did this already?
Yeah. Right. Like what happened to everything in the movie?
Right, we had everything in the movie. Was that like a dream? What
Yeah. Was that just what happened there?
what happened there? Yeah, it's oh my gosh. Yeah, so apparently, di- in the beginning, Disney execs wanted her to do that, like the second episode of the first season, and the showrunner David Danger, I believe that's his name,
Okay.
um, said, no,
Yeah.
no, we're on that. That'll spoil the whole show.
Right.
But he did say like season 4, doing it in season 4 would be a good move.
Hmm.
I just want to know what his thought process was, if he was involved in the movie at all. Of
Yeah.
did you do that because you didn't think you were going to get a season 4,
Right.
or that had to have been the thing because there's no reason why to
Yeah.
do that a second time.
Like I feel like the movie was going to maybe be the end of Hannah,
Mm-hmm.
then they somehow were greenlit for a season 4.
Yeah. Same thing happened with SpongeBob.
Right.
At the end of at the very first movie was supposed to be the end uh, uh, of SpongeBob, maybe but because SpongeBob is such a cash cow, they were like,
Yeah.
no, what are you doing? No,
It's
no,
still going to
it's still
SpongeBob.
going. It's good. I bet you SpongeBob is going to be the new Simpsons, but we're going
Oh
to talk
yeah.
about that much later.
Right.
Much later. But yeah, the same thing happened, and I just really wonder because thinking of that, and then thinking about the aftermath of her taking off the wig, showing the world, because
Hmm.
somehow the world never knew after the
Yeah.
movie. Um, her grappling with like letting Hannah go and going to college. Like that's
Hmm.
what those 15 episodes of season 4 was about. And that's also when we got the mix up with or the ending of Jesse. No, the end of actually the end of both Jake and Jesse.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
Ugh.
ooh, the, they, and also with Blue Jeans dying, her
Right. Oh
horse.
my God.
It's like what's going on in these 15 episodes?
Yeah.
What
They're
is
just.
going away?
I forgot that happened.
Yeah, I didn't because I wanted a horse as a kid, and I love blue
Oh
cheese.
yeah.
And every time they want they every and anytime they brought they brought him out, I was like, yay, yay, the horse is around, yay, yay, blue jeans is around.
Uh, ugh.
um, oh my gosh! And then Brooke Shields is her mother.
Yeah. Brooke
Brooke Shields,
Shields.
Brooke Shields of
What
all
a
the
choice.
people. What a choice! It's an amazing choice, but what a choice because they
Great
look
choice.
nothing alike.
Right. I feel like I don't know why they didn't just bring Tish on to play her mom.
Maybe she said I am the manager mom. I don't act.
That's right.
Well,
She could
and
have been that.
also Tish was raising other kids.
That's true
Tish
too.
Tish had like t-
She could have
she
been
was
busy.
on she was on they had Noah. Then they had like what 3 other kids. I think she was
Yeah.
busy.
I
I
think
think
she has
she
a
was.
brother,
Hmm?
maybe a brother.
Yeah, but I think he's older.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. He is because at the time he was dating Bretta Song, which I
Oh,
think
that's
is
right.
interesting. I think it's interesting. Um, and then also speaking of the family being in there, Noah Cyrus,
Yeah.
such a cute little, mm,
I
such
know.
so cute when she was younger. And then when she came on for the special, I had to do like a double take because I don't
Yeah.
listen to her music. And the last time I even like noticed her in the Sphere
Hmm.
was when she was in Ponyo in
Yeah.
2009. So like me seeing this like bigger lady just coming on, I'm like, is oh, is that Noah?
Yeah.
is is that little Noah Cyrus? Are you
Is
sure?
that you?
Is that you? Yeah. Oh my gosh, just seeing her is like, wow,
Hmm.
I feel old. Oh my gosh. Um, let me make sure I'm not missing. Where's my phone? I lost my phone. Um, trying to make sure we didn't leave anything out,
Right.
and I can't check because I lost my phone. It's somewhere on there. We talked about the show. Found it. We talked about the show. We talked about the music. Ooh, we talked about the TV show. Hmm. Wesley,
Yes.
question for you.
Yeah.
Do we want to reboot?
I think not.
Why? I mean,
But
I
just
agree. I wholeheartedly agree. But
yeah,
why?
just because I don't think it's gonna be as good as what it was when
Mm-hmm.
it was on air.
Agreed.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like today and the past couple of years, there's been reboots for everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of sick of the reboots. I do
Mm,
like them for like throwback and nostalgia, but I always find them to not be as good as what they once were.
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah. And I feel like if we had a Hannah reboot today, I think kids are just so cynical
hmm
today that
yeah,
they would I feel like they would be the Disney execs being like, okay, we know what's gonna happen.
right.
Just just take the damn wig off. Like no.
Yeah,
And they would be questioning like the Disney execs question just like, okay, how does no one recognize her? Well,
right.
people ask that about Hannah today, and I'm just like, just suspend
Yeah,
your disbelief. Not
yeah.
everything has to be
Suspend
real.
disbelief. It's a kids show.
Yeah, it's
Who
a kid's show.
cares?
Not everything has to be set in this actual like realistic world.
Right.
Like we have too much real world to go through in real life for us to
Yeah.
always be in the real world.
hmm
I
Exactly.
I feel like that should be on on a t-shirt.
Yes.
On a t-shirt. And there's the bell. Okay, start wrapping up. Um, oh my gosh, yeah. Oh my gosh, Hannah is such a pinnacle part of our life,
yes.
and I thank you, Miley Cyrus, and thank you, Michael Poyes, for making this show for us. And oh my gosh, the iconic Disney Channel exec at the time, and I cannot remember his name for the life of me. Michael. Oh, he was the guy that was talking to Miley on the couch
Oh yeah.
in the special. Oh my
Who
gosh.
is that?
Oh my gosh. Ah. Chrissy Carlson Romano talks about him all the time. What is his name? Mike. Ah. Oh my god. No. No. Oh wait. You know what? I put his name in our notes for future episodes. Oh, what is his
Okay.
name? Michael Mar. No, Jerry Marsh. Jerry Marsh is his name.
Jerry.
Jerry Marsh.
Thank you, Jerry.
Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Mr. Marsh. We love you. He made our whole childhood.
Yes.
Made our whole childhood, and we'll definitely talk about him in the next time. But until then, we have to close up our saloon because the bell's ringing again. And just thank you everyone for listening to our episode. Please email us anything you want about this episode. Be nice, but email us
Yes.
anything you
Please
want.
don't be mean.
Don't be mean, please. Talk about your memories of Hannah. Did you go to any of the real life concerts she had? Did you go see the movie? Did you go see the concert? Were you one of the lucky bitches and bastards who went to go see the 20th anniversary live? And I say bitches and
Yeah.
bastards nicely, in a friendly way, because we are so not jealous of you if you went. So not jealous. Did you see that? Even Hannah Montana song. Did you know that the original show name was Alexis Texas? Did you know that? The worst name ever.
Yeah.
The worst name ever.
It is bad. Hannah Montana is a better name
Very much.
than
If you want to tell us all of that, please email us at Nostalgia Saloon podcast at Yahoo. And where can they find us on Instagram? On where can they find us, Wesley, on social media?
They can find us on Instagram at Nostalgia Saloon Podcast,
Mhm.
as well as I think that's also our YouTube handle.
It is our YouTube handle. So if you cannot listen to the podcast, but you want to still enjoy it and you need subtitles, please go to our YouTube where we
hmm
always have subtitles, or at least always try to have subtitles.
Yeah.
And we always try. And follow us there. Share our podcast and our YouTube with your friends, with your family, with your kids. We will try so much not to curse. So we will try hard not to
Right.
curse. I have a problem with that. I will try my best.
Yeah.
Um,
Same.
we will try very hard. But
Our
share
parents.
share us with everyone if you want. And we will see you guys the next time we open up our saloon. Right. See you guys.
See ya.